Syphylogeny. All right, now this is really dorky, extreme Syphus geek mode right here. Took a lot of different components of our workouts and put them in together to create one giant workout that spans an entire week long. You'll see that I came up with this circuit because it would be a way to teach people how to do the base exercises and see the evolution and the progression of those tasks to help you do some of those harder exercises. Now, the word syphylogeny comes from phylogeny. Now, I didn't know that. I was looking up the tree of life because I was trying to think of a play on Darwin. We have a Darwin circuit. I wanted to do some kind of take on that. So as I'm going through Google and Wikipedia and all that kind of stuff, I found this word, phylogeny, and it means the evolutionary history of a kind of organism, and you can read the other definitions there. This is describing exactly what you're going to be doing with this workout. Obviously, I like to put the Syphus part of it in together, and I mesh those two words together. And so when I saw that word, I immediately was like, oh, that's a good one to go on. The reason why I'm doing this workout is because I posted something on Facebook a couple of weeks back about a new exercise that was kind of developed from another new exercise that we had just unveiled. And we ended up getting a lot of concerns and constructive criticism about that new exercise because it is such a complicated, intricate move. And one of them in particular was one of our former managers who's been doing it for 5 years. And she said, I mean, she was absolutely right when she said that she feels sorry for someone who's only done 10 or fewer workouts and they get thrown a Jabberwocky or an SL inch or an AMROC. And it's really hard to get those compound movements down until you learn all the exercises that created it. Somebody else said something that hit the nail on the head, is that different exercises are going to be different for different people. It can be frustrating trying to build up the movements if you don't know the movements that preceded it, especially if they're foreign to your body. And then finally, somebody else said that people need time to get the new tasks. And as the person in the top said, she's been doing it for 5 years, so she's evolved with the exercises as they've evolved. So it is very difficult to come up with new exercises that are, fresh and brand new for the people that have been doing it a long time. But if you're brand new, I totally empathize with you that some of these exercises are going to be very difficult. So that's why I came up with this new circuit called Syphylogeny. Now, to get a little dorkier again, if you look at biology, they have these different categories that they pretty much break up different species into. So it gets like more specific as you go down. Well, Syphus kind of does the same thing. I've always classified our tasks into these 7 different stages. And the reason why I have the first 2 highlighted is because really it just all diverges from those 2 exercises. Either it's going to be a stationary exercise where you're doing it in the end zone, that's known as either a plus run or a plus Tarzan exercise. And then you have a traveling one where you go from one end zone to the other end zone and back. And then from there, you're either doing a carry, a crawl, a jump, a throw, a push, or a drag. And as you know, those throws, the pushes, and the drags are generally going to be more compound, a little bit harder to get. Even some of the crawls are. So with that, next week, this is what we'll be facing. Every single day has 4 different bigger tasks that we're going to teach you the elementary, very granular level and help you build your way into doing those harder exercises. Now, if you're still new, you're not going to get to some of those exercises that are extremely tough, like the ones that are the headings of this circuit. So you're just going to learn the basics of it, and then eventually, hopefully, you'll be able to progress up to this to those harder ones. The way that we'll be doing this is we're going to be meshing our Darwin, our peaks, and our reptilian circuits all in one circuit. So the way it's going to unfold, if you're looking on Monday, slingshot, zombie, single leg boulder, and shallow, you're going to do all the ones first, as if you were doing a peak, or the circuit peaks. So you do 1, 1, 1, 1. Then you're going to go back up. You're going to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you'll do the same thing through 1 through 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Then once you finish those sections of 3, what you're going to do is turn it into a reptilian. So you'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4A in slingshot, 1, 2, 3, 4A in zombie, 1, 2, 3, 4A in boulder, 1, 2, 3, 4A in Shalo. And then you're going to continue on again, but just starting at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4B, and so forth. So you finally end with your slingshot, your zombie, your single leg boulder, and Shalo. And we're going to stick with that same pattern throughout every single day in the week. And by doing that, you should get all the basic exercises, those fundamental base things that allow you to build up the strength, the flexibility, the coordination to fulfill those really difficult tasks along the way. So should be very interesting. This has probably been the most intricate circuit that I've ever created, and really excited about it. So good luck to y'all.